The RGP says it regularly conducts random roadside checks to ensure road users are acting within the law, are fit to drive and have the necessary authority to drive the vehicle. It claims recent social media commentary has suggested the police may be acting outside the law when requiring drivers to take a roadside breathalyzer as part of these random checks. However, it claims the wrong law is being quoted.
We actually have a piece of law which allows us to stop any motor vehicle on the road without reasonable grounds to do so. The question then becomes, what do we do beyond that point? What do we do at that stage? And it may be that the officer, for example, uses a separate piece of legislation to request documentation. But in this case, what's being questioned is about our use of the breathalyzer procedures, and that's a separate section. And there are 4 reasons why a police officer can request a preliminary roadside breath test. The first 2 relate to when we reasonably suspect that somebody is under the influence of drink or drugs. The third of which is to do if we reasonably believe that a road traffic accident has occurred. And the final one is where we believe that a traffic offence has occurred. And this is almost certainly the one that is being used more often by officers. So there may be a number of circumstances where a vehicle stops, an offence is identified, the person is either reported or warned about that offence, and then following that offence, they'd be asked to provide a specimen of breath. Now that doesn't require a suspicion that they're under the influence of drink or drugs at that time, but nevertheless it's entirely lawful for us to do so.
The police says measures to ensure drivers do not drink and drive are particularly important at this time of year and asks the campaign to secure road safety not be erroneously undermined.
We recognise that people want to go out and enjoy themselves at this time of year, but our overarching aim is ultimately to protect road users, make sure that the streets are safe for members of the public, and that's what we're trying to do. This is an opportunity for us now to talk about this issue. And I think it's useful because members of the public now will recognise that we are carrying out those tests, and hopefully it will act as a deterrent for those people who are considering drinking and driving.
What effect could undermining of the campaign have in terms of the public's trust in it and therefore its compliance?
It may make things more difficult, which again is why it's useful to speak on camera about this. It may make it more difficult because some people it may affect the trust and confidence in the police. They may question why we're stopping, whether we're legally entitled to do so. So as long as they understand, and hopefully I've explained enough that they will understand that we are entitled to do it and it is in the best interest of the community.
There's no debate that alcohol slows down reflexes and impairs vision. It's an accident waiting to happen. Then there's the legal ramifications, with the possibility that you lose your licence.